Listen to this audio. Ah, the French. The French champagne. But did you know there is a California champagne by Paul Masson? Not the point. The point is I have audio again. I don't have to crappily use camera audio. Listen to the sound of my voice. Ooh, yeah, you fucking like that? You fucking like that? I bet you fucking like that. Hey everybody, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films. Oh my god, I almost screwed up my entire intro. That was weird. I almost did my intro for my old Let's Play channel. Oh, that is weird muscle memory I have. Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with My Hero Academia. Last time on My Hero Academia, we had Bakugo's start line, where in the aftermath of the first combat trial, everyone else did their trials, everyone else not as intense as the first one, and through the entire thing, Bakugo was kind of having a crisis, and eventually he was just going to leave. The jury's still out on if he has dropped out of the school or not. Potentially not, because it was the end of the day, but we'll see. But there's also, is the jury still out? The jury is still out on will he still be in All Might's class, because he did say that he's going to become more famous than All Might without his help. And yeah, that was pretty much that. It was a good episode overall. Yeah. Oh, and at the end we got a little tease of our new villain, the man of too many hands. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much that. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Just don't. And with that being said, we might as well just get right into this episode of My Hero Academia. Here we go. You know, it's interesting. Technically, the only UA teachers we see in this intro are Aizawa and All Might. We don't really see the others. So, I mean, it'd be interesting. I mean, we did get a Disco Fever Man.
Hey, you! Can you tell us what it's like to work so closely with All Might?
Ah!
Sorry,
oh no.
the
Paparazzi.
Right away.
All Might's not on campus today. Now get out of here. You've disturbed my students enough already.
Yeah. They really need, like... They need to build a fence and get some security.
How does All Might ever get anything done with this media circus stepping on his cape?
That is true.
If you won't bring All Might out, I'll get myself. Hold on.
Oh, they do have a fence.
Defenses! It practically killed me!
Yeah, well, it's designed to stop anyone who doesn't have a student ID or special pass from entering the campus.
Wow.
Unless it works.
You're talented, so don't sulk like a child about your loss, okay?
Damn.
Yeah, whatever.
He's getting there.
I see the only way you won the match was by messing up your arm again.
Yeah.
Work harder, and don't give me the excuse that you don't have control over your quirk.
Get control.
That line's already getting old, but your quirk will be really useful if you can get a handle on it.
Yeah.
So show a little urgency, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Get to work.
Let's get down to business. You all need to pick a class representative.
Oh.
Me, guys? I want to be class rep. The most logical way to fill this position is democratically. We will hold an election to choose our leader.
It's pretty obvious you want us to vote for you.
Is this really the
Well,
best idea?
yeah, but...
We've only known...
Oh boy.
How did I get 3 votes?
Okay, you
What the-
idiots! Who voted for him?
What, did you honestly think anyone was gonna vote for you?
What did you
Ooh.
just say?
Aww.
Just see my vote to myself.
Aw.
You've proven my point now.
0 votes?
Way into the job.
I feared this might happen, but
Poor
I can't
Iida.
argue with the system I chose.
So you
Yeah.
voted for someone else.
It's always so crowded in here.
That's because students in the support, management, and hero courses all share the same cafeteria.
This place is awesome. It's got plants and shit.
This rice is delicious.
This is not a proper dub unless that's a jelly donut.
I think I'm qualified.
Sure you are.
You'll be great.
So if Midoriya got 3
Courage
votes, who
and
else
quick
voted
thinking
for
under
him?
Stress will help make you a worthy leader. Not to mention the strength you've demonstrated. Those are the reasons I voted for you, at least.
Okay.
You see, the Iidas have been pro-heroes for generations. It
Oh,
runs
cool.
in our blood.
What? That's awesome!
Are the two of you familiar with the turbo hero Ingenium?
I know all about him! He's a super popular pro with 65 sidekicks working alongside him at his Tokyo
Wow.
agency.
55?
Don't tell me.
He's my elder brother.
Your family's famous!
I can't believe it!
I think it might be a bit soon for me to be in a real leadership role. You, for example, you figured out what the judges were looking for in the practical exam. A rep needs that sort of insight.
Well,
What is that?
Warning, level 3 security breach.
No way!
Students, please evacuate the building in an orderly fashion.
shit.
What's a level?
We should get going!
Orderly fashion. Oh, this is so unorderly.
Who in the world could have trespassed on the campus grounds?
Is it just
The press that was outside.
All you have to
the
do is
media
keep
made it
going.
through?
He's here somewhere.
Said it to stay off.
I have an idea.
What kind of an idea?
Touch my hand.
Lift him.
He floated.
A little further. Yes. Oh,
I need a place where I'll get.
now your glasses. You can't see without your glasses.
Listen up! Everything is okay! It's just the media outside! There's absolutely nothing to worry about! Everything's fine! We're UA students! We need to remain calm and prove that we're the best of the best!
Yeah. Oh,
The police are here!
thank God.
And I think that Tanya Iida should be our class rep.
He's handing it over.
Then I humbly accept! I pledge to carry out the duties of class rep to the best of my abilities!
Sounds good, emergency exit.
Emergency exit, Iida. Don't let us down, man.
Whoa, I got 2 more votes than him.
Aw, poor Momo. How did they get through?
How were ordinary members of the press able to bypass our security
Oh,
systems?
and who are these people?
Some villain actually managed to infiltrate our school.
Too many hands,
Was
man.
this purely a show of power? Or a declaration of war?
Oh shit. They were going for All Might, probably. Shit. Oh, that is insane.
Fighting that sludge villain, even though I was exhausted, shortened the time I can spend as the symbol of peace.
Dang it. You need to, like, retrain.
You told Bakugo what?
I'm so sorry.
He told them, yeah.
Midoriya isn't the type of person who wants to show off. That's not the reason he shared our secret.
Yeah.
So I didn't lecture him too much.
This special training's at an off-campus facility, so we'll be taking a bus to get there.
It'll bring me one step closer to being the kind of hero he is. I'll do my best.
I was about to say, how much suit do you have
Why
left?
are you wearing your PE clothes?
Using your student numbers form 2 neat lines so we can load the bus efficiently!
Iida's kicking it into high gear as our class rep, huh?
I mean, the hell did you guys expect?
It's open late.
Sure, but Bakugo's always angry, so he'll never be that popular.
Ooh.
Say, I'll kick your ass!
You see?
Yeah, we basically just
Oh.
met you, so
Just
it's
proved
kinda
her right.
telling that we all know your personality is flaming crap mixed with garbage. You're gonna regret the day you applied to this school, you loser!
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Kachan's the one in class who's getting teased. UA is so confusing.
Oh, that's funny.
It's the space hero, 13, the chivalrous pro who's rescued a ton of people from disasters across the world.
Cool.
He's one of my favorite heroes!
The unforeseen simulation joint. But you can call it USJ.
USJ.
Universal Studios Japan.
Hey, shouldn't All Might be here already?
That's very specific.
Let me guess, he booked an...
I should be able to catch the tail end of the rescue exercises. I'll be there as soon as I can.
That man is the height of irresponsibility.
Tuh.
I'm sure you're aware that I have a powerful quirk. It's called Black Hole.
Oh,
I can
shit.
use it to suck up anything and turn it into dust.
Huh.
Yeah, you've used Black Hole to save people from all kinds of disasters before, haven't you?
That's true. But my quirk could also very easily be used to kill.
Yeah.
Some
Duh.
of you also have powers that can be dangerous.
Huh. Whoa. This isn't supposed to be happening. Ah! Oh no, well-dressed man with a phantom face. And too many hands, man. Oh, villains.
The training started already? I thought we were rescuing people.
Stay back!
Oh, he's getting serious.
This is real.
Oh, and there's a lot of them, too.
We realized we were the ones in danger.
Oh, and that's the end, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Ah! Villains! They're here, and I bet you they're coming for All Might. And he's not even there. Okay. Oh, and just as that ended, a new story begins. That is definitely, like... While there's one continuing story overall, this definitely does feel like the end of one arc and the beginning of a new arc, basically. Within the same season, which is nice. But yeah, we definitely got sort of the end of, you know, the entrance into UA and Midoriya and Bakugo. And now we're starting this new thing with the villains. So yeah, that's interesting. And man, there were a lot more of them than we saw at the bar last time. I'm pretty sure we only saw 3 last time. We saw the man with too many hands, which I know because I looked at the subtitles last time. I know his name is Shigaraki. But until they officially say what his name is, I'm just going to keep calling him the man with too many hands. The man with too many hands, man. Something like that. Then we had the well-dressed man with a phantom head. And then the buff bird with an exposed brain. Those are the only 3 we saw at the end of last episode. Like, that had to be like, you know, 24 villains that just walked in through that portal. So 24, and now Aizawa has to take care of all of them. Because specifically 13 is hanging back to protect the children, to protect the students, which is crazy. But yeah, so yeah, that's interesting. Alright, so let's just go into the notes. The first thing I wrote down was the media. It's interesting that, you know, they... I don't want to say, like, you know, they waited until now, but it's interesting that now we're getting into sort of the... I guess the ramifications of All Might being a teacher at UA. Which you could say that both for the media and for the man with too many hands. Because both of them are attracted to UA now because of All Might. Because, you know, this big thing that, you know... Because All Might, you know, he does, you know, get interviews and stuff like that. But for the most part, he is just a guy that he comes in, he saves the day, and then he leaves. Mostly because of his power. And he can't tell anyone about One for All or anything. And he can't reveal, you know, his base form or anything. So, despite being the most popular hero, All Might is sort of shrouded in a lot of mystery to people. So the fact that, you know, they can pinpoint exactly where All Might is now, because that is something. You know, that is why the media would be there, is because he has the job, because they have the potential to meet him, to talk to him and stuff like that. Fucking media, though. You know, harassing this school because he works there. You know, and it's not like, you know, it's basically what Aizawa said. It's like, you know, if we give you an inch, you'll want a mile. You know, honestly, All Might can't. You know, if he was there, he couldn't just go out there and talk to them and then leave. It wouldn't work. They would... either they would keep him there for a long time, which is not good. He has to, you know, go teach a class and stuff, or what am I trying to think of? Or they would come back. That's what I was trying to think of. So that's interesting to see the media and how they're sort of pretty much harassing UA. I wrote down representative. Class representative I thought was pretty cool, actually. So Class 1A, they decided to hold an election, which makes the most sense. And what they ended up going with... Actually, if I go back... to the specific results. Okay, so Midoriya got 3 votes. Midoriya got 3 votes. 1 from Uraraka, 1 from Iida, maybe 1 from himself? They didn't say who the third one was. And I don't know, I almost don't think that he would vote for himself, but maybe he did. But we definitely know it was Iida and Uraraka that sort of put him over the edge, and that's how he won, which is kind of funny that he ended up winning that, because honestly, he really doesn't have any business doing that, but not a lot of them do. I feel bad for Momo, though, because she got 2, and then they... Oh my gosh. So... They give, Momo came in as the runner-up in the election. So, what title did she get? She got, basically, the vice representative.
Okay, you idiots! Who voted for him? What, did you honestly think anyone was gonna vote for you?
Aww. Fucking Bakugo. He's actually getting funny. His misery is being funny now. I really like that. He's not just being annoying. He got no votes.
But I can't argue with the system I chose.
So you voted for someone else, huh?
But you knew it was best to vote for yourself, right? What were you trying to prove here, Iida?
Alright, class rep is Midoriya, and our deputy is Yaoyorozu.
Oh, just deputy, yeah. So basically just the vice representative. So yeah, Momo ended up getting that one. Honestly, she should be, maybe even more than Iida, she should be the representative. I don't know. She's an interesting character. I really like her. She may actually be one of my favorite characters. I don't know why. She just, and it's not the costume design. But I don't know. There's just something about her, her demeanor and the fact that she just knows everything. As soon as, back in a couple episodes ago, when she figured out that Aizawa wasn't gonna expel anyone, I don't know, ever since then, she's just been on my mind, man. It happens. Okay, so we had the election for representative, and Midoriya won. That's just funny, because Midoriya has no business being the representative. And even he kind of thought that, he, timidly put himself up for, consideration, but yeah, the fact that he was surprised. He was definitely surprised that he got elected. So that was funny. And I do really like Bakugo just being mad. This episode, it got really funny. I think that's just because he was angry and it was in misery. And it's just, I don't know, it made it funny for some reason. When he was like, all right, who voted for... You know what I think it is? I think it's because no one takes him seriously anymore. I think that's what makes it funny. That they're all laughing at how angry he gets. And especially that bus ride. I wrote down the bus ride because I thought that was funny. When he's like, oh, I'll kick your ass. And it was like, see, just prove my point. It's none of them care. None of them are afraid of him. It's really funny. So yeah. So that might be a good way. Oh. So, okay, hello. like I was saying at the beginning of this episode, Bakugo did not drop out. He did stay, and not only that, he is staying in 1A. So that whole thing of, I'll do it without your help, All Might. I don't know. I don't know how much that really applies. So, yeah. And I do like at the beginning when Aizawa was talking to them, and it was like, Bakugo, you are very talented, so stop sulking about one loss. Get over it, basically. And then he started, chewing out Midoriya, too. He was like, all right, Midoriya, the only way you won was shattering your arm. Stop doing that. Stop shattering your arm. You can't keep doing this. Basically, it's like, look, your quirk would be really impressive if you had control. So don't keep telling me you can't control it. Actually work on it. You need to work on it in order to really... You need to control it, basically. Which, did give Midoriya a bit of confidence about it. He's like, yeah, I will do that. Which, honestly, I thought was obvious. It's like, just, yes, do that. Get control. Work on it. So, yeah. That was interesting. The Iida family. That was cool. Getting a bit of the Iida family, how they are pretty well-known superheroes, actually. And, their most popular one actually being Tenya's older brother. That was pretty cool. And, he's like a famous superhero that has, 55 sidekicks, I think that's what they said. That's pretty cool, I have to say. That is pretty cool. So that was kind of interesting hearing about that. I don't know. I really like Iida. He's a lot of fun. He's so I don't know. He's so wound up about everything, and I guess that's funny too. Honestly, I just like it. So yeah. But yeah, the stuff about Iida's family was interesting. Then we got the breach. So first off. So, I do like that, UA has these huge defense measures so that no one can get in that shouldn't be in there. That's really good. But then the fact that the media got in, luckily, luckily or unluckily, I suppose. Excuse me. Whether lucky or unluckily, it was shown that it had to have been some sort of villain that that helped them get in, and presumably that's Too Many Hands Man, because we kind of saw him standing behind the media. He didn't have all his hands though, so I guess he can take those off. Maybe that's just his costume is having too many hands. But yeah, it was kind of the same hair, so I presume that would be it. And especially because, he's trying, I'm pretty sure that was the principal. But like the principal said, it's like, this is basically, could this be a declaration of war by a villain? So yeah, everyone, the entire media got in. But while that was going on, all the students had to evacuate the building. Oh my gosh, that was so horrible. That was a stampede. A very slow-moving stampede that people were getting caught in. Iida was pressed up against the glass. Deku and Uraraka were being just sort of taken through. But I like how Iida got control of the situation, because I was kind of thinking okay, everyone's going nuts. Uraraka, can you just touch everyone and make them all go to the ceiling? Just get them out of there for a little bit. But they ended up going with letting Iida float above there so that he could get to the front and basically yell at everyone and be like, guys, you need to calm down. It's just the media. Stop with this crazy stampede, basically. So I like how he took charge of the situation. I thought that was really good. And it definitely did show that Iida should be the representative. Or at the very least the deputy. Probably Momo should be representative. Probably because she won't be so uptight about stuff, you know, when he's like blowing the whistle and shit, so that, you know, they all get in a proper line according to their numbers and stuff like that. But whatever. All Might was late. All Might was late to work because he used too much of his power. He used too much of his power to be a hero during his morning walk, basically, as he was walking to work. Man, he may need to let I don't know, he may need to let people, he may need to let the other heroes do their job, honestly. Like, that might just be it. He might just have to not use his power. You know, he's already saying, you know, his power is slowly, like, draining, basically. He's losing, he can't keep up the form as long as he used to, especially after he forced himself back into it to face the sludge monster in episode 2. So he can't hold it as long anymore. And it's slowing him down. He's not as strong since he gave up the power, since he gave up One for All to Midoriya. So that's the thing. Now, granted, you know, he did save that family from the one villain, you know, using the Missouri Smash. I love that they just keep bringing in random shit to be smashes for him. So yeah. But yeah, so, I mean, he was the one that saved, you know, those people, and he did, I guess, stop a carjacking or something, whatever it was. And so that's all great. You know, it's not like he's not doing legitimate hero work, but at the same time, man, he may need to just let the other heroes figure it out. You know, let the other heroes solve these problems. Let them do their jobs, so you can go do your job. Go do your job at UA, your actual paying job. You might need to go do that. Take a car. Why is he... That's the problem. Stop jumping around and using your power just to go to work. Get a car. Do that. And then, just when you get there, don't let anyone see you as you transform into All Might. Yeah. Ah, my ear itches. Ah. Ow. Alright. Okay, so we were going to have the rescue test, but that didn't happen. I was going to say, like, you know, this is all, like, within the first week of classes, and they've gone through quirk assessment, a combat trial, and now they were going to go through a rescue trial. I was going to say, this is a pretty packed first week. What the hell do you teach these people the rest of the time? But, I mean, obviously there's still a lot to learn, but it's like, I don't know. It just seemed interesting. But, hey, maybe that just means they're getting the most, they're making the most efficient time possible at this school. Maybe that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wrote down the bus ride. I thought that was fun. I like when Midoriya was saying, it's like, oh my gosh, everyone is teasing Kacchan, and everyone really likes me. I don't understand UA. It's like, people don't like an asshole, man. Those other dumb neighborhood kids may have liked his asshole, but not the people at UA. They are good people. They like you, not him or his asshole. Anyway, yeah, I thought the bus ride was really fun. Oh man, I wish I could remember all the characters' names, because we're really starting to get to know them. Like the guy with the red hair that can, you know, spike his arms, basically. Frog Girl, at least I can say Sue, so that's good. I know that the girl that looks like a Majin from Dragon Ball, Pink Girl, Mina, I'm pretty sure that's what her name was. And I've made special note of remembering Momo's name. So, yeah. But I kind of wish I just could remember more of their names, because I like them. Oh, and Todoroki. Todoroki I specifically remember too, so that's cool. So yeah, nice bus ride. We met another staff member, 13, a space hero, apparently. That's pretty cool. I thought she was interesting. She was fun, you know. Another contrast to Aizawa, which I thought was pretty fun. I also liked, you know, just this small little detail, but I feel like Uraraka was, like, fangirling over 13 more than Midoriya, actually. Like, Midoriya was, you know, happy and, you know, kind of awestruck, but I mean, Uraraka, her head was just going up and down that entire time, kind of like, you know, Midoriya did with All Might and stuff, so that's kind of interesting. I like that little detail. And 13's power is Black Hole. She can create a black hole, which can be really good, and she's like, you know, it'll suck something up and turn it into dust. Immediately, my mind is thinking like, shit, that's kind of dangerous. You got to be careful with that. And then she says to them, yes, that's really cool, but it can be dangerous. And they're like, huh? It's like, what the fuck? Yes, that is dangerous. It's a black fucking hole. Yes, that is dangerous. What are you talking about? So, I don't know. I just thought that was a weird little thing where it's like, none of them really understood what the implications were of, you know, having a black hole power. So yeah, I don't know, that was just something I caught. And then the last thing I wrote down was the attack. The man with too many hands is making his first strike against UA, and right now Aizawa's on the front line. He's gonna have to take on them all. I would assume 13 is gonna have to get in there too, and maybe even the students, but I know, you pretty much know that Aizawa's gonna do, and 13, both of them are gonna do their damnedest to protect the students and hope and not drag them into the fight, basically. So, but they've all had combat training, you know, a day's worth, well, 20 minutes worth for each person, but still, they know a little bit. Maybe they could fare okay, but these are villains that know what they're doing. And there was like 24 of them, so that might be a little too much for Aizawa and 13. I mean, even if you got All Might in there, I don't know, even that might be a little too much, because they had, you know, super buff exposed brain Bird. Bird Brain. That's what we're calling him. So they still have, you know, buff Bird Brain. I like that. Buff Bird Brain. They still have him, so even... And I guess this is somewhat going off of the intro, because in the intro animation they show buff Bird Brain fighting All Might. But I don't know. So, like, I would imagine that next episode is going to be the attack, and All Might's going to hear about it. He's going to have to go down there and try to beat them, try to help as much as he can. But the problem is, even if he does that, that's going to take more out of him. He's not going to be able to hold his form, you know, for even longer. Now, here's the thing that All Might need to consider. All Might, oh dear. I just kind of fused two words technically. All Might need to consider. What I should have said was what All Might need to consider. Oh, they're getting me with these two words. It's like at the end of these videos when I say, you know, if you want to watch more of My Hero Academia, it's like, quit hitting me with two words. But something he might need to think about is actually revealing his base form. Not one for all. Because that's the thing, he basically keeps two different secrets. He keeps the secret of his base form, and he keeps the secret of One for All. He may need to reveal his base form, though, just so that, you know, he doesn't have to hide, basically. So he could be there even if he's not, you know, All Might, and, you know, in his buff form. But he might need to reveal, even if just to the class. You know, if he can trust them enough with that. Can he, though? That's the big question. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wrote down for this episode. Really liked it. You know, we're setting up new stuff. We're starting a new thing with the villains and such. And yeah, once again, love it. Love this show. It's my favorite show that we watch, that I'm watching for the channel right now. So yeah, love this show to death. It's amazing. And I can't wait to get to the next episode. But yeah, that is pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of My Hero Academia reactions, you can click on the playlist. You can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media. Links below in the description. See you guys later.